Let's talk a minute about maintenance on a purchased truck versus a leased truck. As you can imagine, with a purchased truck, everything that happens to that truck is your responsibility. In the event of damage, insurance should step in. Beyond that, any other maintenance items, taxes, all of that is your responsibility. And so that can be a significant drag on earnings if you've got an older fleet, and that can be measured with real dollars and cents. It's tangible, it can be seen in the financial statements. The other side of that, though, is if you've got a purchased fleet and you're letting that fleet age, which a lot of FedEx contractors do, there's really no good way to capture the intangible costs of that fleet in the financial statements. But those intangible costs look a lot like downtime, where you've got to shuttle these trucks back and forth or tow these trucks back and forth to a dealer that can work on them. They can look a lot like, those intangible costs can look a lot like a disgruntled employee that hates his home for the day when he's sitting in where he's spending most of his day, and he hates that truck because it's older or because it breaks down or because he's the one actually having to shuttle it and it takes him out of his normal routine. There's some costs there that can turn into employee turnover if you let it get bad enough. By comparison, in a leased truck, what you're committing to is a life cycle. You're committing to investing in a fleet that is going to generally be a newer fleet, something that in a 3-year lease is probably going to be a 75,000 or 105,000 mile truck at the very oldest before it's time to turn it in. At that point, you're still out ahead of when most significant expenses, or in a case of a lease, when most significant downtime related to maintenance would actually start kicking in. And so you're getting the benefit of using that truck during the best part of its life cycle, and those other intangibles are less downtime, happier employees, and no fluctuating costs on your pocketbook.